As a Pokedex, my life has been full of so many Pokemon information. Some of those are happy, but some of them, well, a little creepy. So let's talk about the top 10 creepiest Pokedex entries ever. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Kanto Pokedex PR, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, first of all, this is a creepy video, so I must
change my voice to a creepiest one, right? Number 10. HEATMOR. Using their very hot, flame-covered tongues, they burn through their ant steel bodies and consume their insides. The ecology of the Pokemon world is a strange one. Do all Pokemon act like regular animals? Do they eat each other? There are a few entries that indicate that yes, some do eat each other, but nothing quite so grim as HEATMOR, who not only eats a specific Pokemon, but does so by burning through that Pokemon's body and consuming their innards. That's some Hannibal Lecter thing, and especially messed up for a fun kiddie Nintendo game. Number 9. SWALOT. Its powerful stomach acid is capable of digesting almost anything. The one thing in the whole world a SWALOT can't digest is its own stomach. Like HEATMOR, this Pokemon is very scary due to its ability of destroying other Pokemon, but SWALOT gets to another level, by including that it can digest the whole world except its stomach. It means literally everything that exists except itself. So, if we do take this Pokedex entry as written, SWALOT's stomach acid is the most acidic compound in existence. It can digest any kind of matter, from steel to the moon itself. Number 8. LAMPENT. This ominous Pokemon is feared. Through cities it wanders, searching for the spirits of the fallen. It arrives near the moment of death and steals spirit from the body. The spirits it absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. Right about here is where things start to get weird. LAMPENT entry is like something taken from an horror movie or your worst nightmare, where virtually every single person must fear the possibility of losing the soul, because it was eaten right at the moment of death. Wow. So creepy. Number 7. GENGAR. A GENGAR is close by if you feel a sudden chill. It may be trying to lay a curse on you. Sometimes, on a dark night, your shadow thrown by a streetlight will suddenly and startlingly overtake you. It is actually a GENGAR running past you, pretending to be your shadow. I'm really not sure that there's anything I need to explain here about why this is a little creepy, and let's be honest, the idea of catching ghosts that want to steal your life while pretending to be your shadow is something very weird, but there's also an added element that makes him even weirder. A lot of fans think that GENGAR is the actual shadow of the much nicer Clefairy that has come to life with the hunger for souls. Number 6. CUBONE. It pines for the mother it will never see again. Seeing a likeness of its mother in the full moon, it cries. The stains on the skull it wears are from its tears. It wears the skull of its dead mother on its head. When it becomes lonesome, it is said to cry loudly. Because it never removes its skull helmet, no one has ever seen this Pokemon's real face. For years, this little guy, a member of the original 151 Pokemon, was commonly regarded depressing origin stories. And even worse, in the original games, you can actually encounter the ghost of a CUBONE's mother, a Marowak, that was killed by Team Rocket. There is a bright side, though, by the time you level it up to Marowak, the Pokedex informs you that it has grown tough by overcoming the grief of losing its mother. Its tempered and hardened spirit is not easily broken. Number 5. Kadabra. It happened one morning, a boy with extrasensory powers awoke in bed transformed into Kadabra. So, are all Kadabra children? What kind of moral dilemma does this cause? Kate Dalbra, as a member of Gen 1, is already in Pokemon Go. So, think about what you're about to do before trying to catch it. Number 4. Drifloon. Stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Drifloon is known as the signpost for wandering spirits because of its non-stop wandering, but it may be better known for taking children away who confuse it for a balloon. Luckily, because of its light weight, Drifloon is fairly easy to resist for adults and larger kids. Maybe this is why you can't be a Pokemon trainer before your 10th birthday. Number 3. Bonnet. Let me know which of these entries are more disturbing. In Ruby it says, Bonnet generates energy for laying strong curses by sticking pins into its own body. This Pokemon was originally a pitiful plush doll that was thrown away. In Sapphire, a cursed energy permeated the stuffing of a discarded and forgotten plush doll, giving it new life as Bonnet. The Pokemon's energy would escape if it were to ever open its mouth. In Emerald, an abandoned plush doll became this Pokemon. They are said to live in garbage dumps and wander about in search of the children that threw them away. Bonnet are animated by intense hatred for the children who abandoned them. The grudge is so intense that these Pokemon actually hang out in dark alleys and try to hunt down the people who tossed them away. Oh, and that zipper? Apparently, that zipper is the only thing keeping its essence inside its body. It'll die if it gets its mouth unzipped, but has no problem acting like a voodoo doll, stabbing itself to curse others. So you dump your doll? Take care then. Number 2. YVELTAL. When this legendary Pokemon's wings and tail feathers spread wide and glow red, it absorbs the life force of living creatures. When its life comes to an end, it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. So, YVELTAL had the power to drain the life out of everything around it in order so that it might be reborn. Team Flare planned to use this Pokemon to do just that, commit mass genocide. Whereas it's not this Pokemon's intent to kill all these creatures and is rather a force of nature, it is still incredibly unsettling that a creature this powerful would reside in a world where cute creatures battle for fun. So challenge it at your own risk, because if you happen to defeat it in battle, it might just suck the life out of you and the nearby town to revive itself. Number 1. YANMASK. The biggest change to occur to Pokemon has definitely been the relationships between humans and Pokemon, and none symbolize that more than YANMASK. Anyone who is familiar with this Pokemon knows where this is going, but if not, let's take a look at its Pokedex entry for Pokemon Black and White. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. These Pokemon arose from the spirits of people interred in graves in past ages. Each retains memories of its former life. What the hell? Basically, YANMASK is a human that has been reborn as a Pokemon with all of his or her memories still intact. To make matters worse, each carries around a mask to constantly remind it of the humanity it left behind. There is no rest for this weary human soul, as now all it can do is avoid trainers, battle for its life and look upon the life it once had. Things only get worse once it evolves. YANMASK evolves into the vicious Cofagrigus, which seems to embody all the hopelessness and rage that this continuing human soul seems to endure. Cofagrigus is a coffin-like Pokemon that actually swallows anyone who gets close enough to them, drains them of their life energy and curses them into becoming mummies. Misery loves company, and YANMASK has so much misery that its entire purpose once it evolves is to create more undead to surround itself with. I really like this voice. But I'm not a creepy machine, so
back to my normal, not creepy mode. Which of this Pokemon you think is the most creepiest and why? Let your comments below. Thank you so much for staying until the end. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and share. More videos like these are going to be published 3 times a week. This is only one of many future videos. So, goodbye. This was Kanto Pokedex PR. See ya.